Hello everybody! Today's video is super impromptu, hence the lack of face makeup, the terrible lighting, the messy background. Basically, it's lit. But I really wanted to finally try out Lipsense. So if you are unaware of what Lipsense is, basically it is a lip system. So there's a few different products that are involved with this, and I was sent this from someone named Summer, and I will link her seller information in case you are interested. It's a multi-level marketing company, and so basically they're independent distributors. And so one of them was kind enough to reach out to me and ask if I wanted to try it out. So she did send it to me free of charge, but there was no, pressure to become a distributor to start selling it myself. I'm not interested in doing that personally. So I thought I would test it out. I've heard very mixed results. Some people love Lipsense and some people hate it. And I haven't found a ton of people who are just on the fence. So I think it really depends on what you're looking for. This is supposed to be like a very long wearing, like transfer resistant liquid lipstick, and there's 3 parts. So you have the actual color, which I got Bella, which is kind of a like rosy mauve shade, and then the moisturizing gloss, which you're supposed to put on top of the color. So there's a very specific application system that you're supposed to do. You clean your lips, so you don't want anything on your lips, no lip balm or anything. I guess that's supposed to really mess with the longevity. You apply 3 coats of the color liquid lipstick. You shake the tube before you apply it, and then you let each coat dry after application before you apply the next one. And you are not supposed to touch your lips together while you're applying. You're not supposed to like rub them to spread the color. You're not supposed to like go back and forth over it. You just do one layer and you let it dry, and you can't talk or anything, and you apply another layer, let it dry, apply a 3rd layer, and then once that's dry you apply the gloss, and after that you can rub your lips together. And you're supposed to be able to apply this throughout the day, the gloss, as often as you want to, and you're not supposed to have to reapply the color. The first ingredient in this is alcohol, and so it might tingle or burn a little bit. I've heard that a lot of people have had that experience if your lips are dry or cracked at all, which I have very chapped lips, so I'm getting a feeling that I might experience that. So the lipstick is supposed to be waterproof, doesn't kiss off, smear off, or budge off. There's a few different finishes: frost, matte, and shimmer. I think this one is one of the mattes, which is interesting though, because you are supposed to put the gloss, which I just got the clear one called Glossy, over top of it, so you're never actually going to see it as a matte liquid lipstick. It's always going to be glossy. The liquid lipstick by itself is $25. The gloss is $20. Oh, and then I was also sent the Oops Remover, which is $10, and it's supposed to lift your long-lasting lip color so you can change your shade with your outfit or remove lip scents at the end of the day. And this has a few vitamins to condition, moisturize, and protect your lips. So because this is supposed to cling onto your lips so much, you want to have the Oops Remover to get it off more easily than, like soap and water or whatever. You have to scrub your lips. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention is that the Lipsense is supposed to last anywhere from like 4 to 18 hours, I believe. So that is a very big range. Unsure how that's gonna work, but I have a long day today, so I want to take you guys along. I'm gonna have a few check-ins. Just want to, make it clear, as always, just because this was sent to me doesn't mean it's going to affect my review in any way. I want to be perfectly honest with you guys, and I let people know that ahead of time before they send me a product. So with that being said, let's get into putting this on my lips. I'm going to make sure my lips are completely dry, no chapstick on them, and then we're gonna get into applying this. I'm not gonna be able to talk to you guys while I'm doing it because I don't want my lips to touch together. So let's do this. Oh, shake it up. Begin on the outside corner of the mouth. Spread color in a fluid sweeping motion across lips to opposite corner. I have big lips, so this might be a challenge, especially since it's a really small doe foot. It's a very liquidy formula. Stings second coat. Let's go in with the third coat. Gosh. Feels a lot better now that the gloss is on there. It's interesting that the color isn't transferring onto here at all. Normally if you put a gloss like on top of a liquid lipstick, it will make it transfer more. So let's quickly talk about application. Definitely a process. I think if you have smaller lips, it would probably be a little bit easier because you won't have to do like the bottom and then the outside of your lips and then the inside of your lips. It took a long time, and at first it did burn a little bit. It wasn't too painful. If you've tried like a plumping lip gloss, it was less painful than that. I think it is a little bit weird that alcohol is the first ingredient because that's really drying. It's really liquidy, so it's a little bit difficult to get the lines perfectly if you can't, you know, kind of go back and forth. So that was a little bit hard, but I think I made it work okay. It doesn't look bad. The smell is interesting. It smells very strongly of alcohol, but with like a floral scent over it. The garbage truck is right outside my house right now, of course. So it wasn't terribly scented. It wasn't as strong as I had heard, but the smell was kind of unpleasant. And if you don't like any kind of scent, you're not gonna like that, especially being, you know, so close to your nose. But it did have like a floral scent, like I was trying to mask it. And the gloss doesn't have too much of a scent at all, maybe a little bit plasticky from what I can tell. So right now it feels pretty good, looks pretty good. I was worried that the corners of my mouth kind of kept touching together on accident, even though I had my mouth open when I was applying it. And so I thought that might mess it up, but it looks pretty good to me still. No color is coming off, just the gloss. So I'm gonna apply that again where I took it off just now. Okay, I'm gonna take these all along with me throughout the day. I'm gonna even take the oops remover just in case it gets super messed up and I have to start over from scratch, because you're not supposed to reapply over it if it gets messed up. So I have to completely take it off. I will check in with you a few times. It's 1:30 now, and I will see you guys soon. It is now almost 6 o'clock and I just had dinner. I also have been drinking iced tea throughout the day, apart from dinner, which was spaghetti, which can be, you know, a little bit messy. It gets all over your lips sometimes. Nothing really should have affected it. So it looks pretty good so far. I've had to reapply a lip gloss once so far, about 2 hours after I initially applied it, maybe 3:45-ish, and I'm going to reapply it now. It just started feeling a little bit sticky, like my lips were sticking together a little bit after about 2 hours, and again, it's been almost 2 more hours. So it seems like the gloss should be reapplied about every 2 hours, so I'm gonna do that, and I will check back in with you again later. Okay, checking in again, it is 10:01. I've reapplied lip gloss again. Like I said earlier, it's about every 2 hours that I find it necessary to do so. It's looking pretty good. There is a little bit of like crumbling sort of in the inner corners. Hopefully you guys can see that. And when I touch it, it crumbles off a little bit more even. So apart from that, it's pretty good. And it doesn't look too bad until like I open my mouth and like actually show you. But it's been just over 8 hours and it's hanging in relatively well. Again, I ate a meal and I've had some snacks since then, so not too shabby. I will continue to check in. I know it's already 10, but I'm probably gonna be up for a couple more hours, so I will do one final check-in and also show you how it removes with the oops remover before I go to bed. One thing I forgot to mention is that I feel like I'm getting kind of greasy like around the outer edges. I don't think that I applied the lip gloss too high or too low, but it seemed to be, you know, kind of spreading a little bit outside of my lip lines. So underneath and on top, like especially my cupid's bow, I feel like it's a little bit greasy. It's not like super noticeable looking, but it is something to note. Okay, so it is about 11:40 p.m. now and I'm ready to take off my makeup and get into bed. The wear looks about exactly the same as it did last time. I do want to, you know, try this out for a couple more days to let you guys know how it continues to wear, so I'm not ready to give my full thoughts yet, but so far not too bad. I do want to try to take this off with you guys using the oops remover that was sent to me as well. So I didn't receive a lot of instructions or information on how to use the oops remover. I have a little makeup cotton here just in case, because I'm assuming this is just going to loosen the product and I'm gonna need to wipe it off with something. Not positive, but it's here just in case. It says gently rub onto lip color and wipe clean. Color's still, you know, mostly there. Still no color transfer at all. Just a little bit of the gloss came off. So we're going to swipe this onto my lips. This definitely smells the best out of everything. Feels very oily, and the product, like the color, is definitely transferring onto here. So it's definitely loosening up on my lips a little bit. It's coming off, though not completely. Let's put a little bit more of this on. So it's mostly off. It does look like it stained my lips quite a bit. We're gonna do one more layer of the remover and see how that goes. So it looks like it got all the product off, but my lips are definitely still stained, kind of like a hot pink fuchsia, which is interesting because the color I used was like a nice neutral mauve. I'm gonna have to try it with like a regular makeup remover beyond this, and maybe next time when I take it off, I'll try it with just the makeup remover, see how it compares to taking it off with the oops remover first. But anyways, like I said, I will test this out for a couple more days, give you some updates, and give you my final review at the end. Okay, so I have officially tried out the Lipsense lipstick a couple more times. Like I said, I wanted to get a full understanding of how it works and how it looks and wears on me. So I'm officially ready to give you my final thoughts. I don't think I can recommend this. It's not that it's bad, I just don't think it's remotely worth the hype. Honestly, if it wasn't as drying as it is, I would feel better about recommending it. Even if you don't have incredibly dry lips like I do, where you need chapstick like all the time, or they're like split and cracking and it's terrible, they will get dried out. And it's not the most comfortable. And while you may not notice the drying while you're wearing it, because the lip gloss that comes with it is very moisturizing, as soon as you take the lipstick off at the end of the day, my lips felt so parched, like so much drier than they normally feel after I take a lipstick, even if it's one of the ultra matte, super duper liquid lipsticks. So personally, I don't feel comfortable recommending it to you because, I mean, apart from just those immediate drying effects, long term, it will prematurely wrinkle your lips. To me, this is one of those products that would be better for like special occasions, like a wedding or a concert, you know, sometime when you're gonna be out all day and you don't wanna have to worry about your color coming off. You do have to reapply the lip gloss every 2-ish hours, 3 max, at least for me, and more often if you're eating and drinking. But you don't have to like pull out a mirror to reapply the lip gloss, because if you apply it, you know, outside of your lines or accidentally smear it or whatever, it's not going to go outside of your lip lines because the lipstick stays on there, it doesn't come off. So if you're willing to, you know, reapply that lip gloss as often as a regular lipstick you'd have to reapply, then wear time is decent. It lasts, you know, pretty much all day like it claims, except for I found in the corners, even if I was applying that lip gloss super often, it would wear down and like crumble. The second or third time that I tried it on, it started wearing down around the insides of my mouth, which didn't happen the other 2 times. So I'm not positive what was going on that time, but that is something to keep in mind, is that it can do that. I personally will not be buying any more of these. I'll probably pass them on to a friend or family member who doesn't mind, you know, germs, because there are lipsticks that I like a lot better, that I'm way more willing to go through a little bit of work if it means more comfort. But I hope that was helpful for you guys. Let me know if there's any other products that you would like me to review, whether it's a lipstick, a foundation, blush, mascara, anything in between. I would be more than happy to check that out for you guys. Until next time, I will see you all very soon. Bye!